be homeless means you have no permanent residence, no place for you or your family to have a primary nighttime house. Some homeless cannot make enough income to own their own residence. Now that you know what the definition of a homeless is, I will explain to you how many homeless live in San Diego and how many are under the age of 18. First of all, San Diego is the 4th largest homeless populated city in the United States. The total homeless population in San Diego is approximately 8,700. But what if we broke it up into three different groups? We would have men, women, and transgender. The population for men is approximately 5,674 people. That's a lot. And the women have approximately 2,952 people, and the transgender has 43 homeless people living in San Diego.
Comme des enfants, le bonheur aux lèvres un peu naïvement et on marche ensemble d'un pas décidé alors que nos têtes.
Many people think that homeless only live on the streets or in tents. While many homeless live in cars or at a friend's house, they also live at siblings' houses.
Et moi je t'aime un peu plus fort et malgré ça même encore. Et moi je t'aime un peu plus fort mais il m'aime encore. Et moi je t'aime un peu plus fort.
When I was at the Pinnacle building, we went to the public toilets that they had them built there. The toilets were built there for the public and anyone to use by an agreement that the city made with the building developers. When the developers built the bathrooms, they closed them after a while because they were being misused. They were becoming very dirty. So as of right now, the toilets say that they are open, but they're actually locked and closed so you can't enter them. Citizens say that they felt uncomfortable because of homeless taking over the front steps of the bathroom. Street feeding is another often discussed topic. Street feeding is when there are people who want to help homeless out by giving them food and drinks. Even though street feeding is not necessarily a bad thing, when it comes from an individual, it is not that helpful.
I left New York and I didn't know where to go and everything, and I came to San Diego, and the first place I went to Salvation Army, and then I went to St. Vincent's. They always come up to me, where can I eat? And I tell them, go to Salvation Army, they feed you. I tell them, you know, all the people all around the world, they want to come here to eat, so I tell them, go to Salvation Army downtown, I tell them which way to go, and bang, they're right there, guaranteed.
Oh, I've been here since 1990, or rather, 1993 in San Diego. And, but I was never visited the Salvation Army until 2013. All I've known about the Salvation Army is that as far as here in San Diego, I've only been coming here since 2013. I was born in Maine, state of Maine.
Another problem that we have with street feeding is that often the homeless people or people that get the food from the citizens or helpers are delivered or given in containers that are made of plastic, styrofoam, or paper. And then what happens after that is that they just leave them out somewhere on the street, but then the floor is all dirty and polluted, and then when there's things like rain, it washes into the sewage, and then when that goes into the ocean, then animals eat it, and then they die from that.
Well, I believed in God since I was younger than you. And being here helped get me back in that direction. There's other organizations that they put up with a lot of the drug use, alcohol abuse, whatnot, that I wasn't a part of. I wound up on the streets because of bad money management. And I don't plan on being on the streets forever, but I will continue with Salvation Army.
Let's talk about what services are already available. If you are somebody who needs assistance and help, the best way to get this is call 211 or log on to 211sandiego.org. This is the city's help service. They will find you the right service for your need and help you get in touch with them. Services include emergency shelter, housing assistance, food bank, health service, alcohol and drug treatment, employment assistance, and safe parking. Do you remember that time when I talked about homeless having cars? But it's against the law to sleep in a car. Well, there is a really useful service called safe parking that will help you receive a parking lot where you are allowed to sleep in a car. 211 will help you locate the safe parking lot. As for many emergency shelters, the two largest organizations are Salvation Army and Father Joe's. These two organizations help homeless with getting the right aid, food, shelter, etc. Of course, there are many small organizations that will help as well. For homeless teenagers and young adults, the YMCA offers housing at Turning Point. They also assist the kids with their education. You can also get connected with them through 211 San Diego.
I grew up and was born in Madison, Wisconsin, and that's what I consider home basically, but I came from Madison, Wisconsin on my Yamaha 750, 2,355 miles, and I had to get out of cold because I was not getting the support, or I wasn't getting the studio I was working hard to get, and things weren't happening. So I like it out in San Diego. I was out here back in '78, United States Navy for a while, and I got to like the place a lot. So when I found myself in a jam and stuff after I got divorced, I was married, I have a daughter, she's 30 years old. I got 2 grandchildren. So that's all good stuff, and they're back in Wisconsin, just outside of Madison. And anyhow, I'm just basically trying to get Section 8 or get myself more money, like supplemental income, because of Social Security. Amount of Social Security money I do bring in is not enough really to survive and to keep you going. See, so that's why I'm down here right now.
Mais il m'aime encore, et moi je t'aime pas plus fort, et malgré ça il m'aime encore, et moi je t'aime.
So right now I'm in front of the Albert Einstein Academy's elementary school, and as you can see here, they set up a bin that collects clothing and will donate it to people who need it. So if your school doesn't have one yet today, then what you should do is you should encourage people and talk to your principal about setting one of these up so you can donate clothes and shoes to people who need it.
There are many complaints from citizens about where the homeless people camp. The city even put jagged rocks underneath an overpass so that homeless cannot sit down. People complain about issues like disturbances, smoke, drugs, alcohol, and crime.
There is a problem that there is so many homeless people or people at Salvation Army that need to be there that the maximum capacity is surpassed. And the issue with that is it means that there's not enough affordable housing, and that's why there's so many homeless people out on the streets.
Now that you know more about homelessness, you probably wonder, how can I help too? Here are some suggestions. You can sign up at a local charity organization to volunteer. Volunteer as a tutor for homeless kids at handsonsandiego.com. You can create a fundraiser at school to collect clothes and food for homeless. You can create a friendship with someone who is homeless and help them throughout their life. Or what about those clothes that you never wear? Why don't you drop them off in one of those donation boxes? Hey, ask your parents, how about those unused gift cards that are sitting in the kitchen drawer? How about giving a homeless person in need one of those gift cards? You can also be creative and create your own volunteer clubs at school. It takes all of us to make a change. So I challenge you to go gather your friends and go outside and be the change.